Welcome back to City Scene. We are someplace we haven't been in a little while. It's the inner sanctum of Sheppard Memorial Library. We've got Greg Needham, our director of the libraries, and some guests. Greg, how are you this morning?
Great, Steve. Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for inviting us back to talk about what's going on and introduce us to your friends today.
Sure. Big excitement with the book sale coming up. We have with us Dick Wolf, one of the original masterminds
Morning,
of
Dick.
the...
Dick's been on the show before.
Absolutely.
Good to have you back.
So one of the masterminds of the Friends of the Sheppard Memorial Library annual book sale and book sales in general. And he's now our unofficial inventory czar. So Dick knows everything about the material that comes through all year long. What kind of material is going to be at the sale? Gotcha. We also have Amanda Prokop, who's
Good morning.
Newest member of the reference department at Sheppard Library, and Amanda's coordinating from the library side the book sale.
So Dick volunteered. You got voluntold.
Yes.
So
okay.
Dick actually, with his partner in crime, Joanne Kohler, started the and I meant that in the most positive way. Those two masterminds started the sale up in the Friends group.
Well, let's go on and introduce this because you kind of alluded to it.
Yep.
We're here to talk about the annual used book sale that's held by the Friends of Sheppard Memorial Library, right?
Yes, exactly.
And tell me a little bit about we'll talk to you about the history of the sale in just a second.
Good,
yeah. But tell me about what this is and what this means to the library.
Yeah, this is a huge benefit for the library and for the whole community every year. The Friends raise a lot of funding through the sale that the library is then able to use for things we wouldn't be able to fund otherwise. And it's everything from support for the summer reading program, the quiz bowl, more materials, matching funding for federal grants, so all sorts of things that there's no burden on local government to provide funding for, that we have a lot better summer reading program, a lot better quiz bowl, much better collection of books and materials. We were able to get those grants and bring in new computers or more books or whatever it is that we need to do, because the Friends put all of this work in all year long to sort the donated books, to get them prepared, to put the sales on, and to get that funding together. So now, it's tremendously important, and it puts more books in people's hands. What we really want is everybody reading more, and this gets a lot of books, new homes, so that people are reading, people of all ages.
Oh, I think you've made an important point. I mean, the libraries are supported by local tax dollars. It's paid partly by the city, partly by the county.
Right.
But with funding cuts, at the state and national levels, I'm sure you guys get some grants, but it's hard to provide that level of service that we become accustomed to, because Sheppard has done a tremendous job. This is an outstanding system. Yeah. So without this, we wouldn't be nearly what we are now, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic for the community. All that legacy of Willie Nelms, 29 years that he was here, expanding library system, making sure the library service is there for all parts of the community. You've got library service every day of the week. Really, really important. But yeah, we've got the City of Greenville funding, all the municipal funding, we've got our county funding, our state funding, our federal grants, but all of that combined wouldn't make us the best library for the community. It's the Friends effort is a really vital component that is a catalyst and makes that extra higher level of service possible.
You go that extra mile, you provide the better things. Amanda, when is the sale this year?
The sale this year is February 5th through 8th at the Greenville Convention Center. Thursday, February 5th, we have our members only, the Friends preview sale, and then it's open to the public starting at 9 a.m. on February 6th.
Okay, and when people come out there, it's a huge room full of books, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, Dick, you've been involved in sorting and doing things like that. What's it like do you just get the books like in the last month or two, or how's this all work?
This is a year-round process. The day after this coming sale ends, we will be back down here starting the process all over again. Books come in year-round. We welcome them year-round, but we've got to process them. We'll wind up with 1,000 boxes of books to take to the sale, and we wouldn't possibly even begin to do that if we waited till the last minute. As they come in, we've got these used piles here right in front of us.
I was just going to say, you got this huge area full of boxes of books. You don't just take the books and throw them into a box and then people have to dig through, do they? You guys do a lot of that work.
This is the unsorted beginning. We examine each book for condition and for saleability, and then we've got a whole series of categories that we sort the books into. Everything from fiction, fine literature, cooking, children's books, art, history, biography, a whole series of categories. We sort the books into those categories and box them year-round in boxes that represent each category, so that when they get to the sale, they can go to the appropriate table. Our sale setup is by category, and so if you're only interested in a certain kind of book,
So it's
we'll lead you right to that spot, and you don't have to look through 20,000 books looking for what you want.
Gotcha. So it's kind of like when you walk into the library itself, or when you walk into a bookstore, you go to the areas that you want. You don't have to wade through everything else. I imagine you've got a lot of popular authors, little sections for them as well.
Absolutely. You know, you name the popular author, we've got a large selection of them. James Patterson, quite a large number.
Clive Cussler.
Clive
Some of
Cussler.
the women's books that my mom likes, and some of the
romances,
mystery and the
right.
smart stuff that my wife likes. And
Absolutely, we've got them in spades.
okay, outstanding. How much time do you think, if you had to guesstimate, how much time do you think you guys spend sorting through all these books? Greg's going, oh, in the background.
Every week, hours go into it every week.
I would think, you know, a multiple of thousands of hours
Wow.
for the year.
So going back to you've been involved with this almost since the beginning, right?
From the beginning.
What made you guys want to do this?
The library was starting a friends organization. It had not been one until 1990, I believe. And at that point, we were trying to decide, well, what will the friends do? What aside from getting dues from members, what else can we do for the library? And among the ideas was hold a book sale. And so at that point, we started and had our first book sale at the Greenville Mall in an empty storefront. And we graduated from the Greenville Mall in an empty storefront to the Willis Building on ECU campus, and finally to the Greenville Convention Center as the sale expanded. And we went from the first sale of about $3,000 to our high of about $35,000 in proceeds.
How much are books running? I know you got the 50-cent book sale, which is a different sale altogether. How much do books typically run here?
We still have, you know, there still will be 50-cent sales, and those would be what's called the mass market paperbacks. Most of the other books will be range from $1 to $3. With special books, really nice, beautiful books, running on up a little bit more. And then we've got one category called collectibles, and collectibles are books that, you know, book collectors, antique books that are in high demand, and those may be priced a little bit more, but always at a fraction of what the going used book market would have them at.
Yeah, I've had a friend who's come home with a bag full of books, and these are top quality books. Looks like they've barely even been touched. They're $25 books, and he's getting them for $2 or $3 each. Loves the sale. Should be a good year to do it. When and where again?
It's February 5th through 8th at the Greenville Convention Center.
Okay. And to take part on the Thursday sale, the Friends of the Library, do they have to be a friend beforehand, or can they come up and sign up to be a friend?
They can. Membership is available at the door.
Okay. And if you're paying for stuff, do you have to bring cash?
No. This year's the first year we are able to take credit and debit cards with the Square technology. So we take now cash, check, or credit.
Outstanding. You got to love that.
Oh yeah, that's going to make this much more accessible for people. You know, some people just don't carry cash and coin. If they do, great. If they want to bring a check, great. But if they want to pay with debit or credit, now they can do that too. So nobody will be hindered from buying as many books as possible. Support the library. Read. It's good for you.
Gotcha. Okay, if there's a phone number people can call for more information, where can they find out more information? You look like you're ready for this one.
Best way to get our information actually is to like us on Facebook. Our Facebook page is great. Everything you want to know about the library, what's going on, like us on Facebook. Or phone number is 329
4585 is the main number, and so.
You turn to the hip person to find out about the social media, and then guys like us, what's the phone number?
Again, we try to meet everyone's needs. So if they want to call in, 329-4585, they can get on our social media. We'll be tweeting about it. We'll be on Facebook. It's on our website. It's at every location on a flyer like that. Okay,
Cheat sheet.
the information's out there. It'll be in the reflector. It'll be on City Scene.
That's
it'll
right.
be everywhere we can put the information out there so everyone can take advantage and enjoy the sale.
Well, thank you very much for coming out. We really appreciate you being on the show. Good luck in your first year in this role. Greg,
Thanks
you.
very much
Appreciate
once
it.
again.